and it is my first time up here. And I know what you're probably all thinking. Oh, Laffy, he's going to be pretty funny if he's anything just candy, Laffy Taffy. But please don't set the bar for me. So I learned early on that there's some subtle differences between a last name and a bad last name. Because in elementary school, there's 3 kids who always made fun of my last name. But then by high school, everybody made fun of them because they were named Kotz, Moorhead, and Tindick. People call me Laffy Taffy. That's just kind of a pet peeve. But most of my pet peeves are when I'm driving, and the worst is when somebody tailgates me. And let me explain. See, I drive a compact car because I reverse compensate. And it's terrible when I'm on the interstate passing some grandpa, and then this monster truck comes up behind me, about to violate my tailpipe. And you know the kind of truck, it's got testosterone coming out the exhaust, and it's right on top of me. So I immediately hate this guy, and I'm going to mess with him. So I take my time, and when I finally get past grandpa, I put on my blinker, and it's just blinking. I'm not moving. When he's finally about to go around me, I slowly start to move over. About 2 miles down the road, I finally get over to the right hand of the lane, and he comes zooming by me, and you can see him going. And you know, what's most people going to do? They're going to flip this guy off, right? Not me, I'm going to mess with him. I think he counts the number of people who flips him off with the number of boys he's molested. So when he goes by me, all I'm going to do is blow him a kiss. Bye-bye, honey. So speaking of pet peeves, I've got a couple kids. And my daughter's 6 and my son is 3, and I noticed there's some subtle differences with potty training. With my daughter, we've spent about a month potty training her, and by that time, she was taking a cup of coffee and a newspaper to the bathroom every morning. But not my son. He's figured it out. He knows that playtime is more important than hygiene. So I took a little lesson from him, and I started wearing diapers myself. Actually, I'm wearing one now. You gotta shake it off. But the good thing is, he usually goes poop in the potty now, which is great. And I didn't realize how big his poop was until he started going in the potty. Because of those who don't know, when they poop in a diaper, it just goes in a ball, and nobody has ever taken the time to roll that ball out so you can compare sizes. But just to give you an idea, have you ever had a poop so big and brown come out of your butt that you thought to yourself, I could survive prison? He had one that was so big, it gave me a hemorrhoid just looking at it. But the amazing thing is, after he does this, he just jumps up and runs off. I mean, I wish I had that ability to have something the size of my arm come out of my butt and not bother me. I think if I did have that ability, it still would bother me if something the size of my arm went up my butt. Just subtle differences, you know. So I've been married for 10 years. I was expecting some cheap applause. Thank you, thank you. My wife, she's great, but I thought she was cheating on me. She'd be gone every night, come back smelling like candles and incense, and she was gone every Sunday morning when I woke up. Turns out she was cheating on me with a guy named Jesus. Thought it was Jesus, but I checked it out. So it turns out she's a born-again Christian. And that's fine, I guess. Really, the only problem I have with it is now she's saving herself for her second marriage. So this has been my first time up here. I want to thank Donnie B for giving me a stage. But I didn't realize he was going to make me earn my way up here. When I got in here, Donnie took me to his office and said, show me what you got. So I showed him and he laughed, but it wasn't a real supportive laugh. He said, you're going to have to work on your oral technique. So he whipped it out. And Donnie B is so hard. I mean, I'm the kind of guy, if you're the best at some category, I'm going to give you props. And Donnie B is the absolute hardest dick to find. But I did, and then I did, and other than that, it's been a great, thank you very much.
Let's give it up. What was his name? The first and last time you'll see that little son of a bitch. The problem was he was in the wrong office. He was looking at a goldfish. But anyway, this was funny guy. First time up here, did a good job. Seriously, Tim from Riverton, yes. Yes. Your wife is good. Yeah, she has saved herself for her third marriage. But let's move on. So many ways. And a in there, of course. From Springfield.